So welcome guys, this is Dheeraj Mahajan, 10x GCB certified, right? So in today's lecture, I will let you know how to create a deployment using the command line in case of GKE. And this lecture is not specified that will help you in the GKE. This lecture will help you in also your CKA exams, where you have to be run the commands and create the YAML files and all this stuff as per the questions given in the CKA exam. So one of the questions comes in the CKA exam to create a deployment, and it's an open book exam, and you have to go to specific Kubernetes.io portal and try to find the deployment YAMLs and all this stuff. So better way, I will show you very simple and better way, whenever such questions come, how to deal with such question and how to expose your deployment and how to make this as accessible. So just in this session I will let you know how to create a deployment with using the command line. So how we will do that? Let us take a case. I want to create a deployment, right? Let me take kubectl create. We have a Kubernetes cluster already set, right? Create deploy. I will show you that the Kubernetes cluster is already set. So that is the test cluster is already there, right? We are inside the test cluster. We have given in the previous video. I have already shown. We inside the test cluster, right? So I will let you know how we will create a deployment. You create deploy. Let me name of a deployment. So I will take it as a Nginx. So you can take anyone, right? I am taking this open image from the docker.io, right? That will be the as a part of my deployment. So in CKA exam it is given what image need to be provided. So I am for demo purpose I am just taking the simple image. So let me take in the CKA exam you have to create two replicas. So for demo purpose I am keeping the replicas equal to 2, right? Now I want to this output as a YAML file, and I want to run this as a dry run. Dry run mean I don't want to run it immediately, right? I don't want to be run it immediately. I want to put this deployment some file Nginx. I will take as some Nginx.yaml. So in this command kubectl create deploy, name of a deployment, I am using the image as Nginx. I am taking two replicas, right? Output should be the YAML file, right? Yet another markup language. It should be dry run. It will not run in the background. It will just provide you the manifest file, and it load the manifest file in the Nginx.yaml. If I click it, so you can find ls-ltr I will do. You find there is a Nginx.yaml present. You can see, right? So if I open this, right, let me vi this, right? You are able to see whole deployment manifest is prepared. We have done nothing. API version we have, kind deployment we have labels there, we have a mixin replica 2. So if in the exam, so you just create a dry run file with the replica 2. If in the exam they will ask to change the replica, just change the replica here, right? Label, the container image, Nginx, name image, so all these things we have in the file. Let me run this file. I'm just don't doing any changes. Let me clear. So kubectl apply -f. So I'm just trying to run it in the default namespace, right? So I'm not creating any namespace now. And Nginx.yaml. So just try it. So deployment get created. So I will let me check kubectl get. How to check the deployment? Kubectl get deploy. Deployment Nginx is there. It's up and running. How many pods? Two. I have given two replicas. So how many pods should be there? 2 pods. You can see the 2 pods are there. If you want to know the pods are running on the which nodes, you can -o while. So name of the nodes is also given. The pods are running on the which pod. The pods are in the running state. I want to expose this Nginx, right? I want to expose this Nginx right? I want to create a service. So creating a service, the service normally is a kind of cluster IP. You have a load balancer type of service. You have a node port. So in this demo, so I want to suppose using the load balancer. So might be in the CKA exam they will ask to create a load balancer service for the particular deployment. So I have a deployment ready. kubectl get deploy. Name of a deploy is, I'm sorry, my spelling mistake. kubectl get deploy. Name of the deployment is Nginx. If I want to expose this with the load balancer, kubectl expose deploy. Expose deploy. Name of the deployment is Nginx, right? Name of the deployment is Nginx. I want to expose on the port 80 -- port equal to 80. Target port means the Nginx port running inside the pod. Traffic will come on the port 80 and it is forward this traffic to the port 80 on the Nginx pod. So target port equals to 80, right? Type I'm typing as a load balancer, service type as a, so L is capital load, B capital LANC. I'm exposing this. So there's some type spell mistake is there. So I'm exposing this as a load balancer. So I have no namespace by default to take as a default. Let me hit the command and let's see what it will do. It is saying service Nginx created and it is exposed. How could we check? kubectl get svc. You see that we have a load balancer service is in process. Presently it is waiting for the external IP to be get, so that I can able to get the external IP for my deployment Nginx, right? Nginx is just a web server, right? Let me check again if I got the external IP. I got the external IP, and in the backend you can see there. I will let you show. I will go to a load balancer. Load. You can see here we have a load balancer created automatically, right? You can, if you go inside, right, you can see the IP 34, 29, 135 and 195, the same IP is there. If I copy this IP and try to run this IP on my any of the browser, right? Let me run there only. So I will welcome to Nginx is there, right? You will able to get you are able to access the services using the service type load balancer, and you able to access this deployment, right? That is your Kubernetes deployment, which is known as Nginx, using the service type load balancer. I hope this is very much clear to you guys, right? So in this video I will let you know. For example, you want to decrease a replica. kubectl get deploy. We have how many replica we have there? 2 replica, right? kubectl, if you want to scale the deploy, let me clear it so the visibility should be more. So kubectl scale replica, scale deploy. Name of a deployment is Nginx. -- replicas equal to 1. Let me, I will scale it to the 1, right? So this scale. If you go to kubectl get PO, 1 pod is here, and the initiative was 2 pod, but it will not affect your service, because 1 pod. So for 2 pod means, so it is high availability. That means your pod, your deployment having 2 replicas. If anything happened to 1 pod, other pod is able to get the traffic. So in this way we can scale it out, right? I hope it's clear to you guys. So basically these kind of tricks help you in your clearing your CKA exam also. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching the video. Thanks a lot.